Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Teaching and Learning Hub. Today I am going to deliver lecture on relative pronoun and relative clause. What is relative pronoun? It is used to connect a clause or a phrase to a noun or pronoun. Relative pronouns are the words which we use to connect clause or phrase to noun or pronoun. I'll explain it to you. These are placed directly after the noun or the pronoun. For example, who, which, that, when, whose, whom, and where. These 7 words are called relative pronouns. We use to connect noun or pronoun in the sentences. Now, when we use who, you can see here in the slide, we use who for the people. We use which for things and animals. We use that for animals, things, and people. We use whose to show that it comes in the possessive meaning for people and animals. We use whom to replace the object pronoun, and we use where for place and when for the time. Now, let me explain it to you again. Who for the people, which for things and animals, that for animals, things, or people, whose for possession, and whom to replace the object pronoun, where for place, and when for time. Now, I'll explain it to you with the help of example. The student who missed classes was careless. Now you see here the student is a person and I have used relative pronoun here who. Missed classes was careless. So this is an example of relative pronoun. Number 2, parents whom we love are the precious gift from Allah. Parents whom we love are the precious gift of Allah. So whom is relative pronoun in this example? Now you can see whose book is lost. I am asking that whose book is lost, so I have used whose. Whose is a relative pronoun. Can I have the pen which I gave you in the morning? Now I'm asking for the pen which I gave someone in the morning. So which is a relative pronoun here? The frame that was in the room stolen by someone. The frame. And now I have explained where it was, that was in the room. Here that is a relative pronoun stolen by someone. This is the place where we met. Now for place I have used where. I will always remember the day when we met. I hope with the help of examples, relative pronouns are clear to you all. Now what? Relative pronouns are always related to relative clause. The definition of relative clause or the use and the important point related to relative clause are it's a kind of dependent clause. It has subject and verb but cannot stand alone as sentence. It acts as an adjective, so sometimes called adjective clause. This is the definition of relative clause, that it is a kind of dependent clause. It cannot stand alone and it has subject and verb, and it sometimes acts as an adjective clause. It always begins with the relative pronoun. The clause always begin with the relative pronoun and which substitute for noun. This relative clause substitute for noun, noun phrase, or pronoun when sentences are combined. Relative pronouns are who, which, that, when, whose, whom, where. So how these are connected to relative clause? I'm repeating here relative pronouns, and I'm giving you the examples of relative pronouns. How these are connected with relative clause? Let me explain it to you with the help of examples. The use for relative clause is who is used for subject. Subject could be the name of a person. It could be plural. It could be singular. For example, he, she, they, we. Whom we use for him, her, them, us. Whose we use for his, her, theirs, ours. That is used for people or thing used in defining clause. Types of relative clause. There are two types of relative clause. The first one is defining relative clause. We also called it restrictive clause. It gives essential important information about noun. We cannot cut that clause, and if we will cut, it would give different sentence meaning. Now keep it in your mind, defining relative clause is very important. The sentence could not be completed with this. If we will cut defining relative clause in a sentence, the sentence would give a different information. Whatever we want to convey, that would not be conveyed. Let me explain it to you with the help of examples. This is a pen that was broken by my friend. Now, if I remove this, that was broken by my friend, so statement would be this is a pen. So it is not giving you the information which I want to convey, that was broken by my friend. Now come to the second example. She does not like people who interrupts her. If I remove this orange part, that who interrupts her, so what is the sentence? The sentence is she does not like people. So which type of people she does not like, that is not clear, and it will give a negative impact to all the people, that she does not like people and she does not want to communicate. So the clear meaning is she does not like people who interrupts her. And one more thing is here, that always you can see this is a pen, then we have used relative pronoun, then comes the relative clause was broken by my friend. So relative clause is always dependent and it is used with the relative pronoun. You can see here, she does not like people is a sentence, then we have used relative pronoun who, and interrupts her is a relative clause. So relative clause is dependent, and you can see here that we use relative pronouns to connect relative clause to the first part of the sentence. Now, the important thing is in both the sentences, if we remove relative clauses highlighted with orange shade, the sentence meaning would be changed. Defining clause requires no additional punctuation. What does it mean? That when you are using relative clause and the relative pronoun and connecting relative clause to the sentence, there is no need to add any punctuation with that. So it does not require additional punctuation. The second type is non-defining relative clause. This clause and information that is nice to add, but not essential for the sentence's meaning. Now, this clause add information. That is nice to add. If you will add, it will give more meaning. It will give more information to the reader. But that is not essential for sentence meaning. The sentence meaning will remain the same. If you will remove this non-defining relative clause, there is no problem in that. They could be deleted and sentence would convey the same meaning. Note that non-defining clauses are set apart from the main clause by commas. Now here we will use this additional punctuation mark, that is comma, which help to indicate that it's less important status in the sentence. We will put comma at the start of the relative pronoun and at the end of the relative clause, and if we remove that part, the sentence meaning would remain the same. Let me explain it to you with the help of examples. The dress which I like is expensive and blue in color. Now the dress, if I you can see here there is a punctuation mark, comma, which I like, then comma, is expensive and blue in color. If I remove this part orange color part or orange color text, for example, the dress is expensive and blue in color, the sentence is giving the same meaning with the additional information, as well as when I have removed the additional information, it is giving the same meaning. So this is non-defining clause. There is no compulsion to add this, and it will not affect the meaning of a sentence. If I say the teacher who joined school now is very creative. Now I have put comma after teacher, then I have added relative clause, and then I put comma, and then I have written, I have completed the sentence. If I remove the orange text like who joined school now, so the teacher is very creative. It is giving the same meaning, but the information is additional that she has just joined school. I hope everything is clear to you and you have understood what are the relative clause, what are the relative pronouns, and with the help of examples, you can learn more. You can share your views, share your opinions, share your problems in the comment box. So I'll answer you there. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. Click on the bell icon for more updates.